And what if we were born with success already within us? A fish doesn't need a swimming lesson to learn how to swim. A seed doesn't need a gardening class to know that it's supposed to become a tree. Nature already knows what it's supposed to become. And perhaps somewhere deep within ourselves, we already know it too. But I think that many of us grew up thinking or believing that success is something outside of us, something that we need to earn or deserve, something we need permission for. Like there is only one correct time or timeline or path for us to succeed. But there is no blueprint for success. And when things don't work out the way we planned, we feel like a failure, like we failed. But what if failure is only a redirection to what you are supposed to encounter on your path? What if failure is a redirection towards your true path? You know, in Czech we say every river flows to the sea, or something like that. And I believe it's the same with life. Sometimes you just need to surrender and listen and follow. And you will be guided towards the right path. You will be guided towards the right place or success. Because what if it's already within us? And if you know what you are meant to do, what you are put on this planet to become, how can you not succeed in that if you listen to yourself? And maybe if right now you feel like you are in this space of in-between or in this space of redirection, and maybe you found yourself right now in this place where you feel like you're not succeeding in whatever you're trying to succeed in, I would like to do a little visualization with you right now. It's exercise from Dr. Lisa Miller, who I just learned about last week. So wherever you are, take a few seconds to just ground yourself. Perhaps you can take 2 deep breaths in and out. And whenever you are ready, just listen. Imagine that there is a red door in front of you. And this red door is everything you ever wanted. Maybe it's that job, that relationship, that school, or that new place that you wanted so badly that you did everything right. You planned it, you researched it, you did everything right, and you were convinced that this red door is yours. So you start walking towards that red door, convinced that it's meant for you. You reached for them, you're ready to close the deal, but as you reach for the handle, the door doesn't open. The handle doesn't move, and you can't get in. You're confused. How could this happen? I did everything right. I did my A plus B plus C, and this door was supposed to be mine. You might get upset. You might kick the door. You might even cry. And then, because you are forced to pause, you turn. You shift your perspective. And suddenly, on the other side, you see a beautiful yellow door. You walk towards that door, and as you look through on the other side of this door, you see life you couldn't even imagine. A job where your skills are actually valued. A relationship where you're seen fully. A community where you feel like you finally belong. The yellow door wasn't what you originally wanted. It was far better. It was better for you. And maybe that's the hardest part about life. Sometimes the things that we are truly begging for aren't exactly aligned with who we are becoming. Sometimes we might be so attached to that red door that we don't even notice that the yellow door is already waiting for us, wide open. So maybe if something is not working out as you imagined in life, it doesn't mean that you failed. Perhaps life is just trying to redirect you towards your own yellow door. Because, like that fish that cannot climb a tree like a monkey, maybe you are not meant to walk through that red door as well. Maybe you are meant to walk through the yellow door. Because so much suffering comes from us trying to fit into spaces that we are not meant to be in. And the more rejections we learn to endure can actually get us closer to who we truly are. But only if we stay open and if we trust and we keep moving forward. Because I truly believe that life is moving forward. You know, you cannot stop time, and like the river that doesn't question whether it will reach the sea or not. And somehow it always does. Perhaps our lives are the same, and we cannot really avoid our true path. But we need to be brave enough to trust that the failures or the rejections we endure are only redirections towards the right path, towards what is truly meant for us, to find our true selves. And I understand that it's scary to live in uncertainty. And it's scary to endure change when we don't exactly know what it means. I can also share, I've lately been trying to find another job so that I can feel more economically stable to be able to do my art. But of course I was worried about what will it mean if my schedule changes, because then I won't have enough time, because then I might not have enough time for my art, or I might have to work in different times, or I might be tired because I will work a bit more. But I don't actually know. And what if it's like that yellow door and it's actually gonna be better? Because nothing changes if nothing changes. And if we don't trust that we will be led to the right place and that we are on the right path, and we keep constantly questioning and questioning whether this is the right thing or not, then we get stuck and we'll never find out. But if you keep moving like that river, because you believe and you trust that you are guided towards the right place or thing or job or relationship, eventually, no matter how many stones or waterfalls you endure, you will reach that sea. You will find out who you are. Because I've been afraid, and then I realized I don't actually know what is on the other side of that decision. Maybe it's not something that will drain me. Maybe it's going to be that ideal yellow door that's perfect for me. Maybe by trusting myself and stepping into the unknown, life could give me something even better than what I was trying to protect in the first place. Because oftentimes, we cling to familiar discomfort only because it feels predictable. But predictability is also just an illusion. Because the only thing that's for sure is change. And with change comes uncertainty. But uncertainty isn't always dangerous. Sometimes the unknown is where life was trying to take us all along. Success is not instant, and it doesn't have a blueprint, and it definitely doesn't look the same for everybody. Because the real success is becoming aligned with your true self. It's listening to your inner voice instead of comparing your path to somebody else's. And once you discover what matters to you, what truly feels aligned for you, then success becomes inevitable. Not because life becomes easy, but because you stop walking towards someone else's door. So trust yourself, follow your truth, and don't be afraid when life changes directions. Because maybe the door that didn't open was only there to guide you towards that yellow door that will. Thank you for listening, and I'm looking very much forward to see you in the next episode of Artist.